Hi, Gordon here with the Unscripted Series, and this is the fourth and last installment in our little segment on what our priorities are: playability, acoustics, and aesthetics. And I'm going to talk this week about aesthetics, the look that we're trying to achieve. You know, we asked a question recently on our website or on Facebook, and we said, you know, when you think Mya-Moe, do you think Pacific Northwest? It was a fascinating question because it just demonstrates, well, how differently people think when you say something like Pacific Northwest and how dangerous, you know, even putting it under that umbrella can be. But when we think of the Pacific Northwest, we think of a part of the country which is, it's very natural, and of course it does have a lot of trees, and we love that. But I think it's known for its natural beauty, and that's really what we try to embed in our ukuleles. Someone said the other day, you know, is it a museum piece? And well, I don't know, that's dangerous as well. What you think of as a museum piece and what I think of may be very different. But if, you know, what you're thinking of is glossy, shiny, a lot of inlays, that's just not us. You know, I think that we're wood people, and we want the beauty of the wood to show through. We recognize that wood has its, you know, that it's organic, and it has an organic imperfection about it that is, you know, that's beautiful. And as builders, we have our imperfections. Yes, we try to be perfect, but we can't always be. And to us, there is just an organic beauty about, you know, the naturalness of the wood and the instrument. And that's really what we try to bring through in our aesthetic. I think we have a very simple aesthetic, not a complex, not a Baroque kind of aesthetic. I think that it's one where, again, we're trying to look at the elements of that instrument and ask ourselves, how can we bring out those elements and let them present themselves in the best way possible? For us, you know, the binding on the instrument is a way to frame the picture. You know, this is walnut binding on a quilted maple back and sides Port Orford cedar top instrument. And we chose that walnut binding because we think that it doesn't make a statement. It allows the wood to make a better statement about itself. So really that is our aesthetic. And you know, we let people push us a little bit. For some people, having ornate inlays on the neck is important, or on the fretboard. So as you might know, we work with an outside inlay artist who can do that work, and we're glad to have it done. We do have an option that is a gloss finish for those that really want that. But again, you know, I like to think of our instruments as having a simple beauty about them. And it's kind of an odd thing that we're making an instrument that's selling for, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 and even higher. When people do a, you know, tenor with a slotted headstock and a cutaway and so forth, it can get master grade wood. It's going to be well over $2,000. And to say, gosh, it's a $2,000 instrument and yet your aesthetic is simple beauty, well, yes, that's what our aesthetic is. We had a guy write us, and he opened up his instrument, and he said something about customs. He said if they had opened it up, they would never have guessed, you know, what the value is of that instrument. And I took that as a compliment. I want the instrument, we want the instrument to shine for its playability. We want it to shine for its tone. And we want it to have a subtle, graceful, natural beauty about it that is just us as builders getting out of the way of the gorgeous woods that we're so fortunate to be able to work with. So that's my passion statement about our aesthetics, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, bye-bye.